Hi, I'm Dr. Ryan Outred, coming to you from HealthOut Fitness here in Vancouver, BC. We're bringing health, which is way over here, and fitness, way over here, and we're bringing them together. So we want you to be healthier. Part of HealthOut's mission is to help you make better choices day to day to have a healthier lifestyle and just make it easier for you. So I'm going to walk you through something today to reverse some of the negative postural effects of sitting. So we know that posture, most people kind of intuitively understand that your posture suffers a bit when you sit for long periods. So I'm going to walk you through some things that you can do. Now, I'm going to walk you through individual things that might happen when you're sitting, and then I'm going to tie it all together with one exercise. Okay, so one of the things that can happen while you're sitting for long periods is that your blood pools down in your lower extremity. Your blood pressure actually kind of increases in your veins down here. You're more likely to get clots. And so one of the things that you want to keep doing is just keep moving your lower extremity throughout the day. If you can keep these muscles active, you can decrease the blood pressure in your veins from 90 all the way down to 20 just by activating those muscles down there. So one of the things we're going to do is just use your calf muscle like this and flex the ankle. Next, your hips bend a lot, right? They kind of sit like this, so your hip flexors in the front get tight. So one of the things you can do is just straighten the leg behind you like this. Your spine gets bent forward and flexed. So both your upper back and your lower back, that can be hard on the discs in your back, and they're kind of creeping forward and they're molding into a position that's a bit harder on them. So just doing this, bending back and feeling your spine extend is a great way to undo the effects of sitting, especially if you're slouching while you're sitting. The shoulders tend to downwardly rotate like this and come together in the front, so protract. So retracting and upwardly rotating them like this can help. And lastly, actually not lastly, your head tends to sit forward like this and the chin tends to come up like that. So you get occipital, suboccipital extension and forward flexion in the lower spine. So you're trying to pull the chin in and bring the head back to this point as a way to help fight the effects of sitting. Lastly, your forearms tend to sit like this. Most people are working at computers these days. So just turning your palms up and even stretching the hands back like this can reverse that pronated forearm position that you might tend to spend too much time in. So just this and this. Wouldn't it be great if there was an exercise that tied all those things together into one? So here we go. I hope you have your coordination cap on. So we're going to start with that ankle flexion. There it is. I'm tightening my my calf muscle up and feeling it activate. Now I'm going to take this hip and I'm going to take this leg and extend this leg so that I get a nice little stretch through the front of my left hip right now. Then I'm going to tighten my tummy muscles up to get an even better stretch in the front of my hip. And also, my quad muscles are working now, so I'm actually moving the blood in my lower extremity even more. Then, I'm going to think about my spine, okay? So my spine before was too rounded forward. Right now, just this straightening of this leg is actually great because it's already extended my lower back. Now I'm going to bring the focus to my upper back. I'm going to put my hands behind my head. I'm just going to take my upper back from here up to here. So now I'm pushing my head back into my hands, and I'm actually pulling my chin in. So I'm reversing some of the negative effects in my neck as well. Pushing my head back into my hands, and just generally extending through my whole spine. I'm just gently keeping my tummy tight so that I'm not hyperextending in my lower back. I'm just gently extending in my lower back, and the upper back feels like it's going back as far as it can and extending. So now if I look from this angle, I'm maintaining everything that I've got so far. Now I'm going to focus on the shoulder blades, and my shoulder blades are going to squeeze together behind me now. I'm going to squeeze them together. Make sure your hands stay interlocked behind your head. You start squeezing those shoulder blades together. Squeeze. Great. And then I'm going to shrug the shoulders down, away from my neck. So a lot of people are getting tension in their upper shoulders and necks. And so you're trying to actually use the muscles below your shoulder blades to pull the shoulders down away from the neck. Great. I've pulled those shoulder blades all the way back. Man, this is great. Don't you like this? So, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, Ryan, why is your hand down like this? I thought you said we're trying to go. That's right. So, you're going to take this right arm, okay? And I'm gonna reach it up behind me, and look at what's happening to my hand now. I'm turning it up, turning that hand up, and I'm also externally rotating my whole shoulder joint a little bit as I do it. So I'm trying to turn my thumb back this way as far as it can go. And if you want one last touch, you can actually turn the whole upper back. Keep your tummy tight so you don't rotate in your lower back. You just rotate in the upper back. And so I can just hold this anywhere from 1 minute to 2 minutes, or I can go in and out of it and just do side to side like this. Now I'm waking up my tummy muscles even more and really rotating my spine even more, which it doesn't get to do very much when I'm sitting. Obviously, you're going to switch and do the other side. I hope that your colleagues won't make fun of you, because that's a healthy thing that you're doing, and that wouldn't be good. I hope that was helpful, and once again, remember, don't just work out, health out. Thank you.